Good morning, Crossroads South. It is Monday, January 31st, and it is a bee day. I cannot believe that we are already at the end of this month. Can you believe it? January just flew by. So I'm wondering how all of you fared this weekend with the snow. Hopefully you were able to get out and shovel out, whether it was shoveling somebody's car, dusting off their car, doing something like that. Let me know today if you see me what you did to help out your neighbors and your family and all that good stuff. But boy, it was chilly this morning. I have to give a huge shout out to those of you who got up for early morning band because this morning, and orchestra and all that stuff, because this morning it was 8 degrees. 8. Yep, I said that. 8 degrees. It's warmed up right now to a balmy 13 degrees. Probably by the time you hear these announcements, it's a little bit warmer, but it's a chilly one. Get this, the weather is supposed to go to the 60s later this week. So who knows, we'll have lots of melting snow for sure. But for now, enjoy the snow and just be careful with the ice. I'd also like to give a huge shout out to our custodial staff. They were here, they didn't even get a weekend. They were here all weekend, shoveling, plowing, and making sure that our school was ready. So if you see our custodians at the lunch period or in the halls, please say thank you. Just a nice big thank you, and they'll know what it's about. Some other announcements. Tomorrow starts Black History Month. We are still taking submissions if you have anything that you'd like to submit, but we have a lot of items that we're excited to share on the morning announcements, so that'll be very cool. The other thing, if you have not signed up for the Ronald McDonald Reading Challenge, please click on the VPO and go to the library website, and all the information about Read for the House is there. I know a bunch of students have done it already, and I'm so excited. I can't wait to hear about more. And Mrs. Cerrone and Mrs. Ackerson received free books. They got some prizes from them already, which is awesome. Speaking of which, the one book, The Parker Inheritance, is in the library, so go ahead and check that out. I will be sharing something about that later on this week. All right, and we're also excited, I'm looking at my list, we're also excited for sports to kick back up. I believe the wrestling team has a meet today, and we're excited to hear what happens in basketball. And keep going, Vikings. Go Vikings. All right, so today is Mistake Monday, and this one just seemed kind of fun because the Olympic Games are going on right now, the Winter Olympics. I always wish that I could be a figure skater and do those awesome jumps, but truth be had, I can't skate without one of those walker things or holding onto the side of the ice skating rink. But anyways, it's always nice to see the Olympics going, and I was watching some skating yesterday and it was a lot of fun. But in the mood of the Olympics, interesting, this mistake actually comes from kids kind of making fun of a situation where they didn't have a lot of games or toys. So here's how the story goes. This is the story of the frisbee. Now, the frisbee, a lot of people think was invented not that long ago, which is true, but actually the frisbee is linked back to the Olympic game or the Olympic event of discus. Now, for those of you interested in spring sports, your sports forms are due on February 14th, but the track program does a lot of throwing events like shot put and discus, and we need people. So discus is like a disc, and there's a special technique in the Olympics and in track for throwing this disc and seeing how far you can go. So what ended up happening is actually there were some students in Yale University that did not have any, they were out one day and they just wanted to have some fun out in the yard, and they didn't have any balls or anything like that. So what they ended up doing was taking some of these pie plates. Now, there was a bakery named Frisbee Bakery, but it was spelled differently, Frisbee Bakery. So they took the pie tin and they started throwing it. And when they would go to throw it to somebody, they would yell out frisbee to who the person was that they were throwing it to. So that eventually morphed into somebody going, well, those are metal. They kind of hurt when they hit somebody. So let's make a plastic version. And thus the frisbee is born. So, out of some creative ingenuity of kids looking for some fun to do, it turned out to be a very cool thing. And do you know there's a Guinness World Record for how many, I guess how long the frisbee could stay up in the air? There is a Guinness World Record. I'm also not very good at frisbee, but I know our PE teachers do ultimate frisbee. So that's where it all began, pie plates. Who knew? All right, folks, that concludes our morning announcements. We hope you have a wonderful day. Please stand for the salute to our flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Have a wonderful day. Bye.